Hi everyone, Maxine here with Tink and I Treasures. Welcome back to my studio. Today we are continuing our book-themed journal with, we've made the cover together. I showed how I made this bookmark in an earlier video. And now we're going to continue. This is going to be the closure. I haven't cut off the length yet because I don't know, how big it needs to be yet. Because we haven't really started filling the journal yet. But this is going to be the closure, and it is a belt. Plain and simple, it's just a belt. This is how I dealt with folding it around. I put some fabric tack glue in this area, but I wasn't sure that would hold, so I ended up putting some eyelets in there. And then the piece wasn't long enough, so I put two pieces together. Again, I put fabric tack glue down, but then I also put the eyelets as additional strength. So that's that. Okay, so we have a blank canvas. Are you ever intimidated by a blank canvas? Either painting or, doing a journal. You got your pages in there. Now, I don't know. Some people decorate their pages first and then sew them in the journal. The only time I have done that, and it's been limited, is when I want to sew on the pages. But I have also heard that sewing actually weakens the page. So, there's two schools of thought there. But I have tried in the past to decorate the pages and then sew them in. And for me, that is a lot harder. That is really a lot harder to try and sew in a signature that is, weighted down and, just has a lot of decorating and ephemera in it already. For me, it's super hard, and I don't care for it, so I'm not doing that. So, if you remember from the last video, I had these larger pieces of ephemera, and I thought, well, wouldn't it be fun? I backed this with just some book page, a rather heavy book page. It's actually really nice for things like that. But I thought this would be an awesome pocket. So yeah, just go down like that. So yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe if we glue along this end, because this has got the ridges and stuff, glue down here and across here, then it can be like a tuck there. So let's do that. So I thought that was rather ingenious on my part. I have moments of brilliance. There we go. And we'll just stick this down. All right. So now we have a tuck spot here. Oh, wait a minute. Let me put the... I have got to get some glue bottle jewelry on that. Okay, so I have all this ephemera that I have cut out. So no worries. I have cut out. No, that's going to be too big. This is fun. That'll work. So it's kind of flimsy. I don't know. What's your opinion on this? I have seen other crafters just put pieces of things in their journals. You know, tuck them here and tuck them there. And to me, they look like scraps. I don't know. But they're not backed. They're very, you know, like this. And I don't know. If I were buying a journal, especially for the cost that some of them charge, I don't think I would be very happy with, you know, some random thing just stuck in here and there. Does that make sense? So what do you think? I like to put that in there because I think it's a cool piece of ephemera. I'm just not sure. I mean, should it be backed or should it just be put in like this? I don't know. So give me your thoughts on that, okay? Because I don't know. Would you be disappointed if you paid for a journal and the stuff inside was just random scraps of paper almost, just tucked in here and there? Or would you want to see actual, you know, ephemera that's been made and stuff like that? I don't know. Let me know what you think. But yeah, that's nice there. Actually, one of my ones that say this book belongs to that'll probably be a good spot for that. Okay, so I have made up some items that is too big. Maybe this is what I had in mind. Well, I don't think it is because that is going that way. What did I do? That's going that way, but have you ever had that where some papers just kind of seem to want to curve one way or the other? Very annoying. Okay. We'll put some glue along here and along here. And just going to put that right here. I'm going to keep it from where it curves. I have found that that's more strain on items when they're too close to that. What's going on here? Oh, I see what's happening. Okay. I wish I would have noticed that before. It looks like it's coming unstuck from the backing I put on it. better. Okay. So now I have a ton of tags and what have you that has been made in prior either craft with me's with you guys or just me sitting here and, you know, making stuff. So I'm going to be using those things. I like that. Okay. Oh, I like this side better, but, well, it could go that way, I guess. Yeah. All right. So we're just going to glue this whole thing down. That kind of needs not be in the way. All right. So there we go. I love that. All right, now what do we want to do? I got some other things here. Yeah, that's how that goes. It's just kind of the whole theme of books, letters, you know, things like that. That's pretty. Yeah. All right, let's see here. I need to ink that a little bit, get rid of that white. I'll tell you, this wasn't easy to cut out, and a lot of a lot of the elements it started out with it didn't end up with because it was just too hard to cut it. So I let some things go. But nobody would know that unless I said, you know. You can't tell that it had more stuff on it, which is always the thing. I mean, if you find that cutting something out is just too tedious or it's just not coming out very nice, go ahead and cut it off, for heaven's sakes. Nobody's going to know. Can you tell that things have been cut off? Because I can't. And there was twirly things going all up around here. But yeah, it just wasn't working out. Oh, I think I kind of wanted to tuck this in, didn't I? Just like that. Okay. Hang on. Oops. I did not ink things, and I probably should have. Now this is part of something that I used. The other part of it I used somewhere else. But that's kind of cool, just tucked in there, isn't it? Okay. We're cooking with gas now. I like that. Okay. I'm not sure. Wait a minute. I know what I want to do. Hang on. Here we go. Okay. Now, I wonder what would work the best. Now, problem with this is that you need to keep it from moving about. And it's hard to tell how much is coming off, and, you know, how noticeable your lines are. Problem is, when you take it up, oh geez, you've lost it. Well, that didn't. That didn't work out at all, did it? Okay. Well, let's see. What else we can do here? That's why I got the stencil, so I could put writing lines on something that didn't have writing on it, lines. I was hoping to be able to do it with, you know, distress ink. There we go. Yeah, I was hoping to do it with the distress ink instead of that's just, oops, wrong way, Feldman. Okay. Okay. So That's cool. I like that. And let's see. Oh, I want to put something there. Now I have these. Not sure that they kind of go with the theme of books and letters. You know, anything that has to do with that. Envelopes, stamps. I'm not sure that any of these really... I love this picture. What's that one again? What's that one again? I really love that. I'd like to try and paint that, but I'm not sure if I could do that. I used to do things like that back in the day, but I haven't watercolor painted in a lot of years, and I'm trying to get back into it. And I'm kind of struggling with being able to do it as well as I did in the past. So I'm not really sure what that's about. I guess it's not like a bike. Although that saying about, you know, getting back on a bike, and it's, you know, easy to get back on a bike, it's not. I can attest to that. It is not. I rode bike all the time when I was young, growing up. Rode my bike all over the neighborhood, and then as I got older, I didn't ride anymore, and one time I happened to get on a bike for some reason, and oh my goodness, it was a disaster. So, a little saying about it's easy to jump back on a bike isn't true. At least not in my experience. So, yeah, when it comes to watercolor painting, just being able to pick up where I left off hasn't been all that easy. So I'm having to relearn the hand memory, the brush strokes, all of that stuff. I'm having to relearn all that. Okay, well, I'm not too sure if those work with the theme or not, but I'll tell you, they're really pretty. I just wanted to use them, you know? I really love them. Let's see. What do we... Uh-oh. Got a whole bunch of stuff out here. So, yeah, we got a lot of little pieces of ephemera stuff. I did reprint some of those pages back to not their original size, but a little bit smaller. The ones I made big to try and audition for the cover. I reprinted some of those on a smaller scale. I haven't cut out everything. I've got here Here's some of them, right? And then those are a lot smaller than they were. Here's this one right here, like this. So anyway, I didn't cut out all those yet. And I promise I won't make you sit and watch me cut out. Okay? I promise. So that's going to have writing space. So we probably shouldn't put anything too lumpy there. I don't know. Okay. So we have one of these that we made. Remember? That was another moment of brilliance. Although these things have been made so many ways, I'm sure someone has made them from an envelope. Even though I haven't seen it, I can almost guarantee that somebody has made something like this from an envelope. So it's just my moment of brilliance. But somebody else has had that moment as well. There we go. I really like it though. It's nice. It's fun. And I like that you can have something long in there, that it's not blocking. And this one is also long. And then these two are, of course, smaller. But I like that they can go all the way down rather than being blocked, you know. Of course, you could do that too, either way. So, let's see. Ooh, that's pretty. Oh, I don't want to use this for a pocket, and I'll tell you why. Because of all this, that would not stand up to pockets. So, where is it? This one that we did, see, it doesn't have, I mean, it does have different levels here, but they're solid type. This side I glued down because of these smaller pieces that may, you know, not stand up. This will not stand up to that type of usage, but I have an idea. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Wait a minute. I'm having technical difficulties here. Okay, but I have an idea. So we could mount it on something. Something like that. Or book page. What do you think? Something like that. This would have to be mounted again with something because this is very, very flimsy paper. But I think that would help the situation. So, uh-oh. I forgot to put the cap on this. I tell you, I find art glitter glue to be annoying. I mean, it's just high maintenance, you know? You can't leave the pin out of the glue for hardly any amount of time before it, will get clogged and stuff, and it's just very high maintenance. I'm just putting glue on the back of this paper. I'm sure I'm out of the frame right now, but I'm just putting glue on the back, and it's taking a little bit of time because of all those little edges. I don't want to tear anything. Okay, so move that stuff out of the way. And let's see, I guess maybe we'll just line it up there. That works. Okay. Now, all right. So, where did we want to put this? Over here, I guess. So, that'll go along there, and this needs to be smaller, so we'll do that, and then something like this. Something like that. What do you think? It's kind of big, but looks like it might be okay. This is the worst side because of the roundness, but this is more flat, so I think that's going to be okay. I'm going to take this down just a little bit more. That's good. That's good. Okay, now I want to mount this on something else because it is very flimsy paper and it's not going to hold up to being a pocket or a tuck spot or anything like that. But let me get this inked first. There's just so many. I have so many journals. You know, I talked about doing this craft show back, well, I think it was in October that I did a craft fair for one day. Thankfully, it was only one day. And that I was very disappointed and felt like, it was just kind of pretty much a bust and a waste of my time sitting there all day. I think I spent more money than I took in because I would take breaks and leave my table and, use the restroom and things like that. And then I would wander around and look at other people's stuff. And, of course I bought several things from other people. And I think I ended up spending more than I sold on that day. I did sell one watercolor. And I don't know, a couple of journals, lesser priced ones, I believe. But, and I did have cards there, business cards. So, you know, people could take my card to contact me. And out of the blue, this lady contacted me. It was, I don't know, a couple months later. And she's in my senior community. She wasn't just a random person, you know, that came in. She was from my senior community, but she came over and wanted to see certain journals. So, you know, I showed them to her, and she ended up buying them. And then she contacted me again, maybe a month later, and said, I saw this journal on your channel, and do you still have it? Because I want to buy it. And I did. And so she came and got that. So actually, going to that craft show wasn't as much of a waste of time as I thought it was initially, because I had someone, you know, come and get stuff at a later time. I guess she didn't have the money at that time or something. I don't know. I was selling things at, you know, more of a discount than what they would have been on Etsy, because I don't have the fees that Etsy charges, and I don't have the shipping cost that costs more than what I actually charge people, because the cost has gotten pretty high for shipping. So I take all that into account when I'm pricing my journals for, you know, a local sale, because I don't have all those extra costs. So I'm happy. I'm happy with being able to, you know, have my journals bring, you know, some kind of joy into somebody's, you know, life. Hopefully, anyway, that they're using it and enjoying it. I've had some people buy my journals, and they just they put them on a bookshelf to look at. You know, they don't actually use them. It's, oh, I couldn't mess it up and use it, but that's what it's for. It's for writing down events, people, places, things that happened, you know, tucking in cards and letters, notes, pictures, you know, things like that. It's supposed to be used. It's supposed to be a keepsake and a memory of things, not necessarily a daily diary, but just a place to tuck in photos. I mean, that's why I put in all these pockets and stuff. It's not so I can put stuff in here. It's so the person that buys it can put stuff in there that's important to them, you know? Little things they want to keep. Keepsakes, things like that. That's why I put all these in. It's not for me to put a bunch of stuff in, even though I do. But it's for somebody that has this journal to put things in, and keepsakes, that kind of thing. So, all right, we're going to go back here and put in this one. That's so fun. So, I mean, it's sweet that someone says, oh, it's just too pretty, I couldn't possibly, this is art. That makes me happy, but at the same time, it would be nice if they actually used it too. But, they buy it and they can do what they want, right? I mean, some of my journals have pages where the person could do their own artwork or their own decorating. Stuff like that. So these I backed. So it's, stronger piece and can serve as, maybe a journaling spot or something. All right, so that's fun. So what do we want to put in there? I got all kinds of stuff. I need to be using tags and stuff that I have made. I got so many. I love making tags and journaling cards. I just do. And it shows because, yeah, I just, they are just over the top, spilling out everywhere. So, and I met a really nice person too. So that was nice. I enjoyed, visiting with her, and so it was nice to meet someone, because I don't meet anyone here, I'm not saying I'm isolated. I do have my sweetie, and he gets tired of being in the house so much. But I mean, we do get out and do things. But, I work from home, so, I need to put this over here. Sorry about that. I'm just putting glue on the back. I want to back it with something else, something that, make this more sturdy, and so you could write on it. A person could use it as a journaling. But we don't meet people here. It's a large community, but we just don't meet anybody. I can't go, a lot of the activities and stuff that they have here, I can't be part of, because it's all while I'm working. It's through the weekdays. They have a coffee hour, and they do have some crafting things that I would love to, I would love to take part in, but you know, it's during the day, during the week when I'm working, so I can't do that, at least not yet. I'm hoping one day I can stop working and retire and, you know, do some of that stuff. As long as it's nice weather and I can get to the clubhouse on my scooter, you know, I would love to do more of that and meet people and stuff. But right now, you know, not able to. Okay. So, let's see, which way do I want this to go? I want this to go this way. I want that to stick out. Do I want it sticking out at the top, though? I don't think I do. So what do we do about that? The only thing we can do, right? Alright, how much is that? That's alright. Awesome. Okay. So that's pretty cool. I would like something else in there, but maybe for another time. So we're going to put in one of these pockets and call it good. So I showed these to you where I made pockets from envelopes. This one has a pocket in a pocket, so let's go ahead and use this one because I'm not sure about adding lace and stuff like that. What do you think? Let me know, okay? Considering that the theme is books and letters, should I add lace? You know, just as an accent here and there or something like that. What do you think? Let me know, okay? Please? Let me know what you think. Because, you know, we still have time to do any number of things. So if you have any ideas, let me know in the comments on, you know, what would be nice on here, because we have a long ways to go, so we can do a lot of things. So anyway, that's it for today, guys. Thank you for joining me. And until next time, take care of you, love each other, and I will see you again. Bye.